Last week, the Prime Minister said that Abramovich is facing sanctions. He later corrected the record to say that he isn't. Well, why on earth isn't he?
Mr. Speaker, it's not appropriate for me to comment on individual cases at this stage, and it is, but
respectively, and they say they intend to engage in discussions with the UK government regarding the scope of that licence. This will include seeking permission for the licence to be amended in order.
Roman Abramovich has won a significant legal battle against the UK government, with the court ruling that the forced sale of Chelsea FC in 2022 was unlawful. This landmark decision has sent shockwaves through the football world, raising major questions about the club's ownership and what comes next. Abramovich, who owned Chelsea for nearly 2 decades, was forced to sell the club after the UK government imposed sanctions on him due to alleged ties to the Russian government. His assets were frozen, and Chelsea was sold to Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital under strict government oversight. However, Abramovich has always maintained that the sanctions and the sale were unfair, and he took legal action to challenge them. The court has now ruled in his favour, declaring that the UK government acted unlawfully by forcing him to give up Chelsea without due process. This ruling could have serious implications, not just for Abramovich, but also for the club and its current owners. Following the verdict, Abramovich released a statement thanking the UK government for allowing the legal process to unfold fairly. Despite the bitter battle, he expressed appreciation that justice had finally been served. He also reiterated his long-standing commitment to Chelsea and its success, making it clear that he still cares deeply about the club. With this ruling in place, the big question is, what happens next? There are 2 major possibilities. 1. Abramovich could demand financial compensation for the forced sale, which could amount to billions. 2. He could push to reclaim Chelsea, though that would be legally and logistically complex. While many believe that a full takeover is unlikely, some Chelsea fans are already calling for his return. They argue that since Boehly took over, the club has struggled on and off the pitch. Chelsea has gone from being Champions League winners to a mid-table Premier League side, with managerial changes and questionable transfer decisions adding to the instability. On the other hand, others believe that the ruling will result in a financial settlement rather than a return to ownership. A legal battle over reclaiming Chelsea could take years, and Abramovich may opt for a multi-billion-pound compensation payout instead. For Chelsea's current owners, this ruling could be a major headache. If the UK government is found liable for damages, it raises questions about the validity of the club's sale. While Boehly and Clearlake remain in charge, this court decision casts uncertainty over their long-term position. No matter what happens next, this case is one of the most significant legal battles in football history. Abramovich's victory proves that the sale of Chelsea was unfair, but the next steps remain unclear. Whether it's financial compensation or a fight to reclaim his club, this story is far from over. Chelsea fans and football followers worldwide will be watching closely as this situation unfolds. One thing is certain: this ruling has changed everything, and Chelsea's future remains uncertain.